Hello guys, this is Vaish. The 2019 analysis is continuing from MCQ number 51. If you have not seen the series, you have to start watching from the first episode where 10 MCQs we discuss, and it is different from other videos which you watch because people do it like within 1 hour they'll explain you all the 100 MCQs with answers, but they don't tell you the trick to solve these kind of questions if it comes again in the exam. So that is why we take 1 minute or 2 minutes to explain each question so that you understand the full concept. Okay, so it's not about teaching you an answer because that you will anyway Google it, but how to solve these kind of questions or what is the trick which UPSC gave you. Okay, and this 10 MCQs are some MCQs which are very easy to solve. Okay, today's questions are very easy if you take a calculated guess and also if you have done your current affairs thoroughly, because questions and statements are picked up directly from Hindu newspaper or Indian Express. Okay, so I'll show you all those things. So all should watch if you're preparing 2020, 21, 22, whichever year you are. This kind of analysis will help you. Okay, and the answer key is already out, so now we have this benefit of even cross checking like whatever we analyze is right or wrong, or what UPSC is agreeing to it or not. So like that you can see it's there in the UPSC website already. I put out a video explaining the same, and this is the list of tests which we have restarted again for 2020 batch revision. So this will help only those students who have been preparing since last 1 year and they are looking for last minute of revision. Okay, because they solve a lot of MCQs and they still feel like these are not like UPSC standard, it doesn't suit my preparation. So genuine UPSC standard MCQ questions is what we are known for. So if you want to revise any particular subject or only current affairs or only textbooks or only NCRTs or even the full package, we are giving it for half the price actually, which is it is a course which is 12,000 plus the fees because it has that much content. Each test is like 150-page PDF and we have 63 tests, 205 revision charts and 15 snippet cards covering your full syllabus. So it's half the price now just because it's a revision phase and we don't want you to like invest a lot and all. Okay, because this is your last chance to revise. After this anyway you have to think of 2021 attempt after October, so you can go for it. I'll explain each one if you want at the end of this video. Now we'll go to the subject matter here. Okay, so everybody who's new to this channel, you can send me a WhatsApp message so that I'll give you more free video link of how to begin, how to select an optional, how to write notes, okay, make notes, that kind of things. I'll give you a video series, and then based on your subscription we can grow more, or we can give more things. This is actually the playlist where you can directly go and see. Okay, now I think more than 18-20 videos are there. This screenshot is a little older, that is why only 4 videos you can see, but here every beginner kind of videos will be here. Okay, even the books list. So one question we'll start with, which is question number 15. Why I told you is because now the answer key is out, and this was one of the controversial question. Okay, so people were doubting whether the answer is B or D. Absence of restraint and absence of this thing. Let me take this. Okay, absence of restraint and opportunity to develop oneself fully. Both are actually true. One is a negative definition of liberty and one is a positive definition of liberty. So now when the answer key came, UPSC have gone with this option. Okay, so the positive definition. So you have to see to it that next time when you see such a controversial thing in your exam hall, you have to choose the positive definition of a particular keyword. Okay, like next year they can ask instead of liberty, they'll ask fraternity or equality or integrity. Any keyword which is there in the preamble, they can pick and ask like this. Okay, they are doing it last 3 years, I think continuously they are doing this keywords from the preamble. So see to it that this is the answer. Okay, so now it's no longer debatable. It is answer is D. Okay, so starting with today's first question, MCQ number 51. So this one, if you see, it's a very shocking thing that this is direct statements from a newspaper. Okay, so they are telling agriculture soils release nitrogen oxides into the environment, cattle release ammonia into the environment, poultry release nitrogen into the environment. Okay, so nitrogen compound. So nitrogen compound, nitrogen oxide and ammonia, all are nitrogen related. So when you study your nitrogen cycle in environment, even in Shankara IAS, these things are like, we learned this, but they just tried to make it complicated for you by putting different words here. Okay, cattle, poultry and agriculture soil. So here 99% these kind of questions, everything will be true, and here also it is true only. This was actually there in news directly from a Hindu article, June 2018. So that is 2019 prelims, which people took it in June. This is picked up from 1-year-old article. So that's why I'm telling, don't expect very recent current affair in your exam. It can go up to 1 year or 2 year. Okay, I will show you numerous examples today where it is like 2017 news items and all. So here if you see, this is screenshots from the Hindu newspaper. Okay, an article in June 2018. So if you see here, agricultural soils contribute N2O emissions, cattle account for ammonia production, and India is the biggest this thing. Okay, that's an extra sentence. And this one, poultry industry See, nitrogen compounds. So this is exactly what they have picked up. Okay, I think I've taken the news article also here. This is the UPSC website. You can go and see the answer key, and you see here, this is the article. This screenshot only I showed you now. So it's a Hindu article, which is June 2018. Okay, so they have directly picked it up and gave to you in the exam. So expect like this very very easy questions, which can be done with a general knowledge also. Like this, you can, like, everything looks true, so it can be taken a chance if you need a 2 marks extra for the cutoff. Okay, but the point is, this is picked up directly from a Hindu news item. This is a difficult question which you have to skip actually. Okay, UPSC last I think 2-3 years they are doing this. They are either taking a water reservoir, or they are taking some mine names or coal bed names or locations, and they're asking like, what is this known for. So these three, like, I don't think it comes in news often, or it is like something famous or something. So I just tried googling and finding out. So in the government website, okay, government has a website where they have all the water related bodies. So there it is there. So if you go to the next link, this one, see, Isapur is one of that place which came in the question. This is a PDF actually, like this. If you see, water wiki they call it. Okay, water related statistics of Indian government. So here all those three places, if you search, you will get it. Okay, so if you take this one, Aliyar is one place. Aliyar, see here, Aliyar is here, and this is the other one. Okay, Kangsabati or something. Okay, so this is in West Bengal. So these things you should by heart now, because if match the following comes, Kangsabati is West Bengal, Aliyar is in Tamil Nadu, and the other one which I showed you was Maharashtra. Okay, so coming back to here, the answer for this will be water reservoirs, and this Tamil Nadu. Aliyar is Tamil Nadu, Isapur is Maharashtra, and Kangsabati is West Bengal. So this one you have to just by heart like this, because next time they will ask. Okay, they will ask as an option, maybe not all three together, but one at a time they will ask it again. UPSC always does it. So this is a very difficult question. Unless you have heard, you don't have to attempt. You have to skip this question. Now, in the context of proposals to the use of hydrogen enriched CNG, okay, meaning CNG you know, but this was in news also, like HCNG, when it comes for transport and all, what are the benefits and all. So there is a detailed article, I think Indian Express also there, I'll show you. So here they are telling, actually whenever you see this 4 statement question, you should definitely attempt it, because it will be easy. Okay, whenever the question is lengthy, the answer will be easy, that I guarantee you. The main advantage of the use of this thing is the elimination of carbon monoxide, meaning elimination, meaning completely zero. Then HCNG as fuel reduces carbon dioxide and hydrocarbon emissions. Okay, so this is just telling reduces, so that is like possible. Then hydrogen up to 1/5 by volume can be blended with CNG as fuel for bus. So this is a numeric kind of thing which you may or may not know. It's difficult unless you have studied this. Then HCNG makes the fuel less expensive than CNG. Okay, so this looks wrong, because you are enriching with something and you are telling it will become cheap. That is what you have to, that is the clue which UPSC is giving you. Okay, so that's why they put it at the last also. And when you take this as wrong, okay, then this statement 4 goes away here and here, and so you are left with only 2 options, and where it's totally different, like one is having 1, so one is having 2 and 3. So when both are different, you can, if at least one statement you know, you can get the answer. So here if you see elimination of carbon monoxide, it's like complete, it's an extreme statement, and here it's reducing. So here when you have to pick one, you should obviously pick this one. Okay, this is a trick I am telling you. Whenever somebody tells eliminating completely, unless you're sure, you cannot tell that. So 2 becomes true, and that way 3 becomes true. Okay, because the option is like that. So this is one method of calculated guess. Or the easiest way is, you should have studied this. You should have studied this in the news article, and the news came in July 2018. And see, this is the thing mentioned there. Okay, it reduces the emission of carbon monoxide up to 70%. So it reduces, it doesn't eliminate. Eliminate means 100% you are going taking it away. Okay, so that is how this thing is wrong. Okay, 1 is wrong, which, as I told, with the guessing method also it will work. So answer is 2 and 3 only. Now at least you should by heart this. Okay, this again, I will have the news item opened here. I had done this research, all this, before making this video. So here whatever I took, it's from here. Okay, somewhere here you will see in this particular news item, and it is where is the date? Somewhere here it will be the date. Okay, I think they have updated it in recently, but the original date is 2018. In 2020 they added a paragraph or something to this. So that is about this thing. It's again an Indian Express article. See, it's mentioned there also, more expensive, HCNG more expensive. Dewdrops. So this is a geography environment kind of question which you should know the basics, but that alone will not help you also. Okay, so you should ideally skip it. As I told, when the question is smaller, it will become difficult. So because in ABCD type, only one answer is there and there is no elimination and all. You have to know it. So dew generally, if you Google, this is one page which will come up, the first article. Dew forms when the temperature becomes equal to the dew point. Condensation requires the temperature to decrease to the dew point. Long wave emission causes the Earth's surface to cool at night. Like sun is there, Earth is there, then radiations comes. So which comes is short radiation, and what hits the Earth and goes back, that is called long radiation. Okay, so when this sunlight goes too much away, it will cool. Okay, in the night it will become cooler nights, and that is when dew will happen. That is the simple logic. Okay, in very basic, I'm not using technical terms. Very basically, that is how the cooling will happen. So that means longer radiation has to go means what? It should be a clear sky. Okay, so clear sky is one factor which even in your NCERT it is mentioned. So if it's clear sky, it will go. But if it's a cloudy, like told in the question, okay, if it's a cloudy night kind of thing, so the longer radiation which goes back, either it will be absorbed here or it will be reflected back. So this cooling will not work. So it will be comparatively warmer, okay, on the cloudy nights. So when it is warmer, this condition is failing, and that is why dew may not be found. So question is that only, why are dewdrops not formed on a cloudy night? So here clouds reflect back the Earth's radiation. This is the answer for this. If it is the other one, clouds absorb the radiation released from the Earth's surface. It absorbs, that is true, but it doesn't completely absorb. So that is why you have to choose the best answer, and that is why UPSC has put that as a first option, so that many people will tick this one, but that will be wrong. Okay, so clouds reflect back the Earth's radiation and it makes it warmer, and so the cool night concept is gone on a cloudy night, and that is why this will fail and dew will not be formed. Okay, I hope you got the point. So this is a geography kind of point with logic you have to apply. Okay, directly in NCERT you will find only this thing like clear sky is needed. So that opposite of that is the cloudy night, and so from these options you have to choose which is the best one. Okay. Now this is one easy question which was solvable from our test series also. Like 42nd and 44th is one of the two important amendments which every student should by heart, like what all happened. The simple thing is like the last line if you see here. In general, what does it do? In general, like Indira Gandhi time, the 1976, they actually destroyed everything. Okay, they did lot of unwanted things in the constitution. They did lot of changes, and then later the 44th amendment had to be brought in after the next person came in, and everything had to be corrected. Okay, whatever mistakes happened here had to be corrected. So here the question is actually telling a negative thing for 44th amendment, which is actually wrong. Okay, here the 44th amendment to the Constitution of India introduced an article placing the election of Prime Minister beyond judicial review. Okay, beyond judicial review. So that is something negative. Okay, ideally everything should be under judicial review. So judicial review. So this thing is a wrong statement. So at least that logic, if you know, 44th amendment corrected all the things. Okay, here it will be there, judicial review. Everything is brought back. I think wherever you see, there are many judicial reviews which are brought back in 44th amendment. So this is a wrong statement. So it goes away. One will go away. Okay. Second statement: the Supreme Court of India struck down the 99th amendment to the Constitution of India as being violative of the independence of judiciary. So this is a very, very a popular current affair which was there in almost like 2-3 years continuously. It was in news. 99th, this thing was struck down by judiciary. Okay, because you know, like NJAC, National Judicial Appointment Commission, was brought in by the Parliament, and Supreme Court rejected it. Okay, because you know, appointment of things and all happens through Supreme Court only. Even though center can participate in one form or the other, you can read that completely from the polity textbook, but they tried to bring in NJAC, where the more power will go to the Parliament in appointing judges. So that thing was not appreciated by Supreme Court, and they struck down. So that's a very, very popular thing which happened, and it was in news. So here the answer is 2 only. Okay. So other things, my students can have the revision chart. They'll have with them. They can go and revise all these things, because things will come, as I told, directly from a revision charts. Questions will come, and so this is the answer. Okay, and NJAC is detailedly explained in at least 2 of my polity tests, so you can read that also. Now next one of the easiest question again. If you see this much lengthy question, whenever you see lengthy question, you have to attempt it. Okay, because it's directly your Lakshmikant statements they have copy pasted. Okay, so the first one, the motion to impeach a judge of Supreme Court of India cannot be rejected by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha as per the Judges Inquiry Act. Okay, so keep it there. It's a one thing. It's actually asked because it was in news. Now we take the second one. The Constitution of India defines and gives details of what constitutes incapacity and proven misbehavior. You know, this is the condition, incapacity and proven misbehavior. So they are telling Constitution defines and give details thing about this, which you will ideally understand it is false. Okay, Constitution does not give all these things. The details of the process of impeachment are given in this act. See, they themselves are telling both the contrary. One thing they are telling, Constitution explains all the thing. Here they are telling the process is there in this act. Okay, also this is Lakshmikant. Okay, these three statements, 2, 3, 4 are Lakshmikant directly picked up statements. Okay, where as I told, 2 is false actually, and 3 is true. It is there in this Inquiry Act. And the last one, if the motion for the impeachment of a judge is taken up for voting, the law requires, okay, this law requires the motion to be backed by each house of the parliament and supported by a majority of total membership of the house and not less than 2 by 3. That is special majority. And that is also true. Okay, so here in this itself, if you see, okay, if you eliminate 2, because I told 2 is this thing, its Constitution does not define all these things, then this 3 and 4 is true. Okay, so you have 3 and 4 means this cannot be. 3 and 4 both has to be true. Now 3, 4 and 1, 3, 4. So here if you see, the motion to impeach a judge of Supreme Court cannot be rejected by Speaker. This is a very basic current affair. Okay, like actually Venkaiah Naidu actually rejected it in Rajya Sabha. Okay, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Same way Speaker also can do. So here it is telling cannot. Okay, but it was actually an example. It actually happened in news. Okay, I think Deepak Mishra or someone, I don't know whether I've closed it. Actually, the news item was there. Okay, you can simply search Venkaiah Naidu rejected the impeachment motion. You will get an April 2018 news. Okay, because it's in all newspapers. I didn't take an example. It will be there everywhere. Okay, in almost every newspaper. So this is again a wrong statement. Okay, they can do, the Speaker or Chairman, they can reject it. It doesn't even need to go to this voting process. So here the answer is 3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4 only. So free test, everybody who's watching this video, that's why we give away like this. Again, this time it is giving like April current affair. Sometimes it will be something else. So watch all our videos because hidden goodies like this will be there. Email this code to this email ID and you will get this test for free. Again, a very easy direct question. 9th schedule was introduced in the Constitution of India during the Prime Ministership of this thing. This one I'll tell you, UPSC is just showing that they are better than other boards. Okay, like if you, the same question will be asked in SSC. Okay, in SSC, in banking. But that time they will ask the year. Instead of the Jawaharlal Nehru, this thing and all, they will mention 1950, 1951, 1960, 1961. Like this will be the option. But if UPSC forms this as options of ABCD, their image will go down. Okay, they have to ask it in a very stylish way. So they asked it the year only. They are asking you the timeline only. But they are asking who is this thing, because obviously this is linked to the time. So this schedules again in our revision chart, it is there. Also, it's a basic polity chapter number 2 or 3. So here if you see Act and Regulations protected from judicial scrutiny added by first amendment 1951. Okay, so 9th schedule, it came in 1951. Okay, because 8 schedules were already there in the Constitution, and then first time a new amendment came and a schedule came. So that was in 1951, and you know that Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister till he died in 1964. Okay, so he's one of the longest. Okay, so that is why this is a direct number based question, year based question. Okay, there's nothing complicated here. Now this one again interesting one. You can solve it by the elimination technique. Like coal sector was nationalized by the government of India under Indira Gandhi. Okay, same timeline they're asking. As I told, if it's SSC, they will ask the year here. They will put 1950, 1960, 1970. Coal blocks are allotted on lottery basis. This is a common sense that this government came and every kind of thing of lottery is gone. Okay, now everything is transparent auction kind of thing. So this is false statement. Okay, and then till recently, India imported coal to meet the shortage of domestic supply. But now India is self-sufficient in coal production. That is a blunder. Okay, India is not self-sufficient. India is importing a lot of coal. Okay, so 3 is also false. 3 and 2 both are false, and you have to eliminate these two to get the answer. Okay. And this nationalization, if you know the fact, it's good. Okay, because UPSC these days asking this also. They already asked the nationalizing year of insurance sector, nationalizing year of banking sector, then Air India nationalization. These are recent questions. Okay, very recent questions. So you should know these kind of things. Next year they'll ask something else, nationalization of something else. So here if you see, this is the, again in our MCQs it is there. Okay, there are many transparent auctioning kind of procedures and schemes and all, which we already taught you. So that if you do, and with this common sense like India is not self-sufficient, you will get to the answer as 1 only. Question number 59. The Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959 exempts several posts from disqualification on the ground of office of profit. Okay, it's like a definition which you know or may not know, but ideally you should know because you will study polity. Then the above mentioned act was amended 5 times. Okay, this one no student will know this. Okay, nobody will by heart this because there are thousands of acts and you cannot study this. Then the term office of profit is well defined in the Constitution of India. This is the clue which UPSC is giving you, and they want you to know only this thing. And any good institution will teach you these things because it's a usual type of UPSC question, like whether it's mentioned or only defined. So here we have a question here: which of the following are mentioned but not defined? And the answer is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so untouchability, minority, and office of profit is mentioned in the Constitution. It's mentioned here and there, but it is not defined. It is defined under different act. Okay, and budget and judicial review, it is not mentioned also and not defined also. So that is why these two can be your next potential question for next year. Okay, so these 3 are mentioned but not defined. So 3 is wrong, and see the options. They purposely gave you 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. So every year at least 15 questions out of 100 will have this logic. Okay, meaning you eliminate the third statement and you get the answer. Okay, if you don't believe me, you take last 15 years question paper and do. Every time you will have 15 to 20 questions like this where UPSC is telling you please solve it. Okay, we are giving you this hint, please solve it. They don't care whether you know this act or whether you know this 5 times or 10 times. Okay, because you cannot by heart it. It's very difficult. So that is the trick for this kind of questions, and you have to catch those 15 questions and your mark will go much higher than others. Okay. Last question for today. Under which schedule of the Constitution of India can the transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining be declared null and void? This is again the very basics. Okay, same screenshot I have put it here. So don't focus on this yellow highlighting. Here they are asking about the 5th schedule. Okay, only thing you had to know is 5th and 6th schedule are related to tribal. Okay, and see here, this question is about tribal, and they have put a very simple option. They did not confuse you with 5th schedule and 6th schedule. They put like 3rd schedule, 9th schedule, 12th schedule, which are all very, very different things. And this 12 schedules, if you tell you don't know, then you are a very poor UPSC aspirant. Okay, if you cannot by heartly tell 12 schedules and what it is related to, what is mentioned. Okay, even in depth people will know, like in the 2nd schedule and 3rd schedule, the salaries and oath is mentioned of some people. Even these personalities every serious aspirant knows. So by hearting this 12 schedules, what it is related to is a very easier thing. So this is a direct question which anybody can solve. So hope this has helped you in 20 minutes. That's what I told. 10 questions, it will take 2 minutes and like 20 minutes. And what YSIS has done for students, because many people are new to this channel. In 2018, we started with a small test series course because we compiled. 2016-17, I was just selling like subject-wise test randomly on Facebook and all, and then people started appreciating it. Then we realized, okay, then because other coaching institutes are not able to give quality questions, we thought to make it a test series, and then we made a 45 test series. Even before this, there was a 33 test series. We expanded it, and 30 questions came from it. Okay, it was solvable. Then we expanded next year, and then 45 to 52. I mean, the test series which you are seeing now in this video, which I explained, from that 45 to 52 were directly solvable from our test and charts. Okay, and lectures also, like Satish Chandra, R.S. Sharma lectures, many things came. Then you can see that result. You can see there is a video. Simply Google this, you will get a video. You can see this number. Okay, I have explained all the 52 questions there. Now I'm just re-explaining with the analysis again, detailed analysis. 2020, we have again a bigger test series in increased number of revision charts, and as I told, offer price is going on. So this one you can get it just by WhatsApping me. This one I'll just take 1 minute to explain. It's reopened just for the revision sake. Okay, so the full package is ideally what you should get. Okay, which includes all the packages except for this 9, 10, 12. You will see what is 9, 10, 12 when I show you everything. So pack 2 is history, where every textbook is covered. Okay, and pack 3 is spectrum, which is a subset of pack 2. Okay, so if you are needing only modern history, you can buy this, but this is included in pack 2 itself. Okay, because an ideal serious UP student will want to revise everything. Then pack 4 is NCERT test, where polity and all is not there, only history, these textbooks, geography, these textbooks, and economics, this textbook. Okay, only because that is what is needed for your exam. Then science, geography, environment, including maps. Okay, in detail with the older current affair, because science, lot of older current affair question comes, like 3G, 4G, 5G and all. Then polity test, 100% Lakshmikant, 7 test of Lakshmikant is there, plus 3 extra tests. Then revision chart and snippet card, exclusive, which we usually don't give, but because you have to revise now, you can do this. Okay, it will not help a student who is beginning their preparation. It will help only those who have already studied something. And these are all the current affair and economics packages. So 4 economics test, which includes the economic survey and budget, which was I think the most sold test this year. Okay, because students are loving that 150-page explanation which I gave with the Atmanirbhar package notes. Okay, so this is one pack, and then current affairs. So if you see here 9, 10 and 12. Okay, this 9, 10 and 12 is something which you will not get when you buy the first package 1, but separately anyway you can buy. This package 11 is part of the this thing 12 months current affair for this batch 2020 batch, that is there because it's a 2020 test series, this pack 1. Okay, this has nothing to do with 2021. Okay, 2021 has a very detailed test series which is going on for 1 year, and you will definitely crack it. The 2021 people who are joined with me from now, you will easily clear prelims by next year, because that much I will be teaching you in 1 year. Okay, so you can WhatsApp me or email me. I'll wind up this video so that this doesn't go lengthy. Okay, so 2020 students, as I told, okay, this is an extra slide, you can skip this. Okay, I've already shown you this, again explaining the same thing. This is the test series. So email me, WhatsApp me your comments and all. We'll do the continuation of this tomorrow. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.